Okay, folks, I've danced around this enough. I've even given you examples and lots of reasons to set up a mailing list. So I just want to give you the actual how-tos here. You need to set up a mailing list, and that is going to be the sandwich board that I'm wearing for the rest of my life. Setting up a mailing list is vital. I actually just went look through the stats on the last 5, 6 of my clients. A mailing list is the number one source of traffic to Kickstarter campaigns. It's the number one way that your clients are going to find out about what you have going on. Your clients, your audiences are going to find out about what's going on. Social media is in flux. When stuff is happening, it's really hard to get through to people. 30% of your audience opening your email may seem low, but when you think about the number of people who are going to see an individual tweet, 30% of people opening an email is really, really high, actually. And these are the people who actually care. So there is so much to say about email. There are actually entire classes you can take about running an email list, and I actually am going to recommend one of those to you a little later. But you need to have an email list, and you need to start gathering people to that email list as soon as humanly possible. Um, how do you set up an email list? Let me tell you, there are lots of services. MailChimp, I feel like that's the one that a lot of people know about. They have a service called TinyLetter, which is less expensive. These are all services that honestly just go look into them, see which one works for you. The service I use is called FanBridge. It's made specifically for musicians. They're kind of expensive, whatever. Squarespace has one built into the platform. And then what we did early on for my band up until we had about 100 people, we just used a Google form and collected people's emails. You just need to have people's email addresses, and you need to tell them what you have going on. And ideally, you have people's email addresses, and you're keeping them updated on what you have going on, even when you're not selling them stuff. You're just sending them an email that says, here is one thing that's happening, just a one piece of content email, not a monthly newsletter or quarterly newsletter that has a bajillion things in it, but like a one piece of newsletter or email that has information and that deepens that relationship with you and your fans. It's a wonderful way to get to know people. Email is fantastic, and it's a great two-way street. Email is the best. But the bottom line I want to tell you right now is that you've got to have an email list, and you need to start collecting those emails as soon as humanly possible. So please sign up with one of these services, and please start collecting email addresses. How do you get people to sign up for your email list? First of all, if they're your fan, they're going to want to join. But you should make sure that you set your expectations right up front, so they know what they're getting into, and also that you're offering them something. So I recommend an incentive. It's easy to do if you're a musician, like I'll give you 7 free songs when you join my mailing list, or you get access to an exclusive video or whatever. That's great. Or you'll get behind the scenes information. You're an insider. You get the behind the scenes tour. That's great too. If you do live events for whatever you're doing, there is a really fun service called Textiful that people can text their email address to you through this service, and they can participate in things like polls and other interactive stuff. So that can be like kind of a fun game, and that will also be a way that they can join your email list. Make sure to tell them what's happening. It can also be a text list, which is really fun. Make sure that they know you don't have to say like specifically, I'm signing up for marketing emails, but like, now you're a part of my email community, and we're going to let you know what's going on with the fun stuff. It's great. People like being part of things, and you'll be able to tell them what's going on. We talked about earlier how you're going to identify your fan in your mind. This is a really good time to know who that fan is, because you're going to be emailing them specifically one-on-one, right? You're going to know who they are, and when you're sending an email that feels like it's going to one person, it will feel less markety and invasive, right? Which is really awesome as well. So yes, set up your email. And I showed you examples in the last video of websites that had a form right there, right above the fold on the top part of the website with that join the mailing list little bug, you've got to have that. And you'll also be doing more of that join the mailing list stuff as we start marketing content and stuff. That's a little preview of some very exciting things that I find very fun that are coming up. So this mailing list stuff is part of your website assignment. I hope you have a really great time making your website, adding your mailing list to it, and we will see you next time.